one of those maps that can be a really long one. It can be a split one. There was an instance in the Zotex season finals where I think Happy and Bly went for like a 50-minute game here, and no one played Mech, no one played SortOf. Just a nice map for trading. We'll go over the map layout itself, as well as the weird little face that's hidden on it in a moment. But for now, spawning in the lower left corner of the map, he's tied 1-1 with his opponent. We'll see if he can carry through. It's going to be Neurosoft's Purple Terran player, Krass.
Never left as the red Zerg. It's SortOf.
Okay, so quick layout of the map real quick, guys. You got this little cliff here. You got to watch out for Reapers. I don't think it'll be that big of a deal, despite these spawn locations, as it is an anywhere spawn map. There's no rules like Deadwing where, oh, it can only be top left or top right, like nothing like that. Your natural base is a really stupid ramp. I hate walling off on this map, but that's beside the point. As a Zerg player, because SortOf, he's a perfect base. But the thirds are kind of exposed. One of them's even a gold. It's at this high ground cliff you got to worry about versus Terran. I mean, there's a lot of things that could go poorly if you take this gold too early, but once you got map control in the Zelnaga Towers, I think taking this gold is going to be pretty easy no matter who it is on which side of the field. And of course, let's not forget you've got these island bases with no blockers, so at the same time, Krass could easily lift up and drop on the derpy face down here if you would like to. God, I can't look at this base. It looks so stupid. It's like two weird alien eyes and a derpy ass smile. But that's not the face I'm talking about, guys. Let me do the quick little. I'm sorry, you're not gonna be able to unsee this. So there's like eyebrows. This little angry dude who's just like yelling with his mouth. Ah! And he's got the little nose and ears.
I know Rifkin doesn't watch it, but for any of you that watch SpongeBob, you remember Doodle Bob? The doodle that SpongeBob made? And it was like super derpy. This kind of reminds me of that, because it also looks kind of like mean in a derpy way. Like terrifying in a derpy way. So I just expect the map to go like, Margan. Narg. That's how Doodle Bob talked.
Sure thing.
There you go. Anyways, the worst thing about this map for SortOf is not that the Reapers have a nice little cliff, not that the Reapers and the Hellions actually have a rather wide natural to get up in your face before you can ever wall it off with Evo Chambers. No, it's the fact that his third base is either going towards his Terran opponent, or it's a gold base where they just get you on the high ground. Like, this isn't a good situation.
You know, one of the things, again, I brought this up briefly when we were on Expedition Lost. This seems to be a trend of this entire map pool, and I'm not sure what this is meant to encourage. Like, there's a lot of times you guys can see, like, oh, there's wider naturals because you don't want people turtling in, or there's shallower naturals because you don't want to be scared of blink, or this, that, the other. But I don't understand every third base, I think, or fourth base at least, has a really wide ramp, sure, but it's also got a really shallow ramp. So you don't really get that huge gateway wall off anymore. You don't have like a lot of bunkers coming down to nestle it in. But for the most part, players typically just put like, you know, the one bunker in the mineral line, or the two pylon cannon double gateway wall off. I mean, it's weird. I'm not sure what trend the fourth is and the thirds are going for in this new map pool.
Okay, so either SortOf just wants to be risky in a third game, or he's thinking about all the things I just mentioned, because he did scout where Krass spawned and is like, you know, F this, I either gotta win it right now or get myself in such a good position that maybe expanding won't be so terrible.
This, a bailing bus on the way, I think it's playing to the strength of the map. Like I said, this is this really stupid map to try and wall off. In fact, is that even going to be a full wall off connected to the side?
That is. The command center might just save Krass here if he goes ahead and puts 2 supply depots right now
I don't
instead of the 4 that he needed.
He'll have a little bit of time because he's going to have to turn into the banelings still, but.
2 more. Oh, it was.
I told you, command centers are the worst for walling, man. Like.
Well, at least he noticed it, but that's still bad. That means that like he still needs 3 supply depots. So that would only need 2. Another bunker, maybe? Did he see it? I don't.
First blood still bugs and banelings. Yo, this might be it for Krass. We got some Hellions coming out, but well, he does now. Where are the banelings gonna go? There's no wall for them to.
You know.
Oh, did he?
Kind of...
Okay, so he didn't have a full wall off in the main. He's got this now. Damage control in the main before the natural. He's gonna lose some units in the natural. This kind of sucks, but it's an unfortunate reality. I don't know if he can salvage that command center. It might be better just canceling to build it again. Oh my god, are you serious right now? This is so risky!
I think this is Cross's plan, though. Without letting them into the main, his Hellions probably would have been cornered.
Sure enough.
And you know, they're better like they are right now. I think Krass did see that this attack was incoming and decided to play it, you know, maybe not in the way that we're used to seeing, but probably the smarter way. Now he's going to save his command center. What he lost was most of the natural SCVs.
I think if he saw this coming, he would have had the SCVs pulled back, though. I don't think he would have let this.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
I think he is, though, making the best of the situation, without question. This is a really weirdly placed bunker that is out of position. He canceled it once already because it was out of position, and then puts it out of position again. I don't know, but it will get
Sort of
canceled.
is helping him.
Yeah, Surfs is here, bro. You're. What is going on here? Krass, get it together.
It's not a wall either, though, right? Like,
I don't
there's
think
still a gap.
so. Yeah, I think there's a gap right here, but okay then. I guess it funneled the choke through a little bit.
So let's talk about the positions of both players, I guess, right now. Right?
Yeah.
Rather than the wall up. So 12 SCVs died on that attack, but it was a very dedicated attack. I mean, they're on even workers right now, as it makes 2 more extractors. I think he's going to go up to Aspire. And Aspire isn't a bad idea, but with how calmly Krass held that off, I don't think he's gonna panic and think he needs banshees, you know, because that's sometimes what we see against roach baneling all-ins, is that they're afraid basically. So banshees are an okay move. I was going for blue flame hellion. Well, no blue flame hellion.
I think this may have initially been for a tank because he was a little bit worried, but now he's gonna use it for the blue flame hellions. Which, if we're gonna be completely brutally honest, this might be similar to what we see versus in ZVZ, right? One player goes mutas, one player goes roaches, and the roaches hit before the mutalisks are actually out. I think that might be a similar situation where these hellions are just gonna blitz through with blue flame before the mutalisks are ready to go. But he is on the clock now because once mutalisks are out, those hellions will get cleaned up.
That is true. I did not. This is gonna get weird. It looks like he's still gonna go into bio because he put down 2 engineering base.
Yeah.
So that's going to be interesting.
He's going really thick with this wall, though. He's really afraid of another baneling bust. Maybe this isn't to be aggressive. Maybe this was his defensive play, and if that's the case, this is really bad.
Oh, I don't know. I think we'll push out once blue flame is done.
Okay, he
scans
sees the lair.
main. It's nice. Yeah, sees the lair timing. That's enough. I think.
Where's the spire? Okay, he doesn't see the spire. It's at the natural. But oh god, here comes the hellions. The train of hellions.
Hellions.
This is like waiting for the yeah, there's 17 hellions. It's a full screen of hellions. He doesn't reveal the blue flame just yet, but he will in a moment's time. This is gonna be hell.
Yeah, because you know normal people get 17 non-blue flame hellions.
No, I'm just saying it's actually physically revealed in a second. It completes this upgrade. Yeah, he'll take a baneling shot. Not something I would have expected to have happened, but 17 hellions are still 17 hellions, and that queen melts. A full wall off is normally how you defeat this, but if you get a surround with the lings, maybe you can start turning these around, pick off enough of the hellions to prevent that damage. Again, just buying time till the mutas are out, but the mutas are not going to be out anytime soon. He's got to put all that gas into banelings because he's trying to connect to these hellions and buy himself more time. Sitting on the high ground, I don't like chasing out. I think if he just sat on the high ground with the banelings, this would go a lot better for him. But 4 mutas are not going to clean up this many hellions, not very quickly at least. Krass has done a great job putting pressure on with minimal losses, but we'll see if it'll be enough in a moment. The drones are just going to split and say screw it, but blue flame is blue flame, and who cares if you split? It's not like splitting versus banelings. There's another shot ready to go. Sort of, he's now in a world of hurt and perhaps regretting that baneling all-in that did not pay off because right now he is getting slaughtered. But the mutas are out and the hellions are starting to get cleaned up. So while the drone count is suffering immensely, he's alive at least, and he's got a gold base to fall back on, which I believe Krass did not scout. No, he did not see the gold.
But he barely has any workers to transfer to the gold.
I know.
He could transfer all of his workers, and it would be you know, just barely oversaturated. I mean, god, alright. So, normally that also.
I don't think normally this many workers killed, by the way, is that big of a deal, but because he was on such a low count going into this. I mean, when you go for that baneling bust, you got to cut workers early. This is so painful. This is so painful because here comes round number 2 of Krass. It's not like you can just simply go for a mutalist counterattack. You actually have to use these to defend now, and because of this, he's probably gonna be. He's the dead man walking.
Yeah, he tried. He tried to counterattack and saw this coming. So now he's trying to defend. He did get a lot of drones out. I mean, he went back up to 43. Oh my god, amazing! But he was starting to saturate that gold base, but at the price of, you know, attacking.
Man, game number 1 and game number 2 were pretty darn epic. Game number 3 was just like a little bit awkward, though, on both sides to an extent. But, yeah, losing his gold base. And the thing was, even if he had a gold base over his opponent, which he doesn't because Krass has matched him gold for gold, it's still just a supply deficit that he'd have to fight through that I don't think he could ever overcome.
Yeah. Yeah, this is game for SortOf, but no one expects the blue flame Hellion, like, counterattack, okay?
No, especially not after holding a Baleen all in. That you've never seen. I've never seen that. It's like he'll hold for now, but lost that 30, lost the gold. Budoman's going to pick up the Mutalisk there, as we heard in the background, and I don't know, Krass, he may have lost everything, but he scans that 4th. You make sure there wasn't secretly another base down that he was not seeing, and quite frankly, just has to rally Marines to win.
We're in the Medivacs. Oh, there's one. Okay then.
I guess gas shortage. You know, go for a lot of tech early on. Produce so many Widow
That's
Mines. True. I mean, he went for +2 really quick.
Yeah. Also doesn't have one of his gas guys are saturated. All right. This is also a bad position for Mutas, as we can see. So that's one thing, SortOf has going for him. Nothing else though. So.
Yeah, he still can't make drones. He's working off of 30. I want to emphasize this guy's 30 worker economy.
Oof.
Not only is +2 going to be on the weapons for these Marines in a moment's time, there's just nothing to be seen for SortOf. These Zerglings are just going to tickle the Marines, actually. Small counterattack with the Mutalisk, but looks like that drop will stay alive. Yeah, just on the zone on the low ground. What happened to the Marines? Oh, they're pushing across the map, okay. So he had past tense a lot of guys out here ready to defend.
Well, this is awkward and kind of dumb looking at 5 mutas. Production.
Right? And Krass actually taking a big Widow Mine shot there with no medevacs in the front lines. These Marines are not that strong. This is... Like, I still don't think SortOf can win this game, but it's hilarious how difficult it is for Krass to end it. There we go. Good game. Good game. And series will go to Krass, so congratulations to him. He'll move on in the brackets.